Today is Monday and it's marvelous, and so is our body, and I'm going to tell you why. But first, my name is Dr. Granada. They call me Dr. Joyful, and here at T&G Wellness, we like to make health and wellness videos. Okay, so today's fun fact about our amazingly, wonderfully, fabulously designed body is this. Did you know that babies have 33 vertebrae in their spinal column? And did you also know that adults have 26 vertebrae in their spinal column? What happened to the missing bones? Well, first of all, vertebrae are the bones that make up the spine, right? They're stacked on top of each other, and there is a squishy, hopefully, a squishy, spongy intervertebral disc in between each bone. They're kind of like shock absorbers. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so how is it that babies have 33 and adults have 26? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because there are certain bones that fuse together when we become, or as we're becoming adults. So 5 bones become fused together into one. I'm particularly talking about the sacrum. But let me go back to the beginning. We have 7 vertebrae in our neck. They're called the cervical vertebrae, okay? So that's 7. Keep track with me. And then we have 12 vertebrae. They're called thoracic vertebrae, and they're in our torso. So that's 7 plus 12, which is 19. And then we have our lumbar vertebra, and they are in the lower back, okay? And there are 5. There are 5 of them, okay? And so we've got 7, we've got 12, and then we've got 5. So that's 24, okay? Then we've got the sacrum, which is in our pelvic area, and there are 5 bones there, okay? All right, so we have the 7, the 12, the 5, and another 5, okay? You keeping up with me? All right, and then finally, we have the coccygeal vertebrae, and like the tailbone area. And these bones, just depending, can be anywhere from 3 to 5 bones. So most people have about 4, okay? So if you add all of those up, 7, 12, that's 19. And then you've got 5 for the lumbar, okay, that's 24. And then you've got another 5 for the sacrum. Okay, now we're at 29. And then let's say we've got 4 for the coccygeal vertebrae. So now we're at 33. 33. Well, then how in the world are we coming up with 26? Well, remember I told you about that sacrum. Those 5 bones, as we go into adulthood, they fuse together into one. And then those 3 to 5 bones, mostly 4 bones, in the coccygeal area, they fuse together to become one. So in adults, most adults, 7 in the neck, 12 in the torso, 5 in the lumbar region, that's the back. And then we'll just count the fused bones in the sacrum as 1, and we'll count the fused bones in the coccygeal area as 1, coming up with 26. All right, did we do the math right? 7, 12, that's 19, then we've got 5, that's 24, and then we've got 1 for the fused sacrum and 1 for the fused coccygeal, yeah, 26. I think we did okay. All right, well, remember the reason that I even talk about these fun facts is to remind us of how amazingly designed these bodies are so that we can take pristine care of them. And you know what that means. Optimal hydration, optimal nutrition, optimal movement, optimal sleep. Please be kind to everyone and do not get involved in toxic relationships. All right, that's all for today. I hope you all are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. And listen, share this with your friends and family so they can see how amazingly designed we are too. All right, until next time, stay joyful and stay grateful.